Welcome to Pasadena. Located in the San Gabriel Valley at the base of the San Gabriel Mountains, Pasadena was founded in 1874 by Thomas B. Eliot. Just a year later, the city adopted its official name, Pasadena, meaning Crown of the Valley, or known to the locals as the City of Roses. Its strong foundation in history, culture, and innovation has made it a city known for steady growth and progress. But beneath the surface of beautiful grand homes and world-famous landmarks lies an unspoken duality, where pockets of privilege exist alongside largely overlooked communities. Still, the city continues to come together and demonstrate resilience, as it did in the face of the Eden fires. Now, let's take a journey through Pasadena, seen through the voices and experiences of Pasadenians themselves. First, we hear from Frances Collins Moore, a retired teacher who reflects on the strengths and weaknesses that define the education system in the Pasadena community.
Brown v. Board, early 60s, all of the movement, and that's why you have per capita more private schools in Pasadena than anywhere else, I believe, in the United States. It's because many socioeconomic higher level people could afford private schools, and that meant it pushed a lot of the lower socioeconomic groups into public schools, which means...
As Frances points out, the effects of school segregation still lingers in Pasadena today. There are nearly 50 private schools within city limits compared to just over 20 public schools operated by PUSD. This trend reflects patterns of self-segregation, while wealthier families often opt out of the public system, leaving schools in lower-income neighborhoods under-resourced.
Now, in terms of junior college, after you graduate, Pasadena City College is one of the best in the nation. I think it's number...
Ranked among California's finest, Pasadena City College stands as a gateway to success, giving students countless opportunities to build their future.
I think that the public school system in Pasadena is pretty strong, and even if you can't get either the resources or the funds to get into a university straight out of high school, I think PCC has been a really great landing spot for me and a lot of other people that I know, because although it is a community college, the connections to the state school system are fantastic schools. But I think with enough effort put in, a student in a public school could also reach the heights that a private school student could.
Okay.
There's a lot of different programs. There's a lot of different collaborations with different organizations and things. For example, like my high school collaborated with the Huntington Hospital for some medical internships.
While Pasadena's education system offers a wealth of resources alongside notable challenges, the city's healthcare system mirrors this reality by providing access to many services but still presenting significant limitations for certain populations.
It's just very not fair, and they don't try and hide it. You will get booted, you will get poor quality if you are not wealthy and if you don't have the greatest healthcare.
I see.
Yeah. People end up neglecting their health because they can't afford the resources they need to truly take care of themselves.
A lot of the patients who have lower and moderate income, it is maybe a little bit more difficult. Our office is one of the only offices in Pasadena that accepts insurance plans such as Medi-Cal. Actually pretty often. So we have a pretty great relationship with a lot of other ophthalmologists in the area, as well as because of our vision therapy, there's a lot of occupational therapists that we work with as well. There's even times where we may have to consult with a dentist or and obviously primary care doctors. Pasadena is pretty diverse, and so with a lot of diversity, there's a lot of different cultures, a lot of different languages spoken, and so that can have quite an impact where patients can come in and they might not have an actual translator there for them, or they're not as comfortable. And I think just in general, just education, not knowing where to go or why you need to go or how often you need to be seen.
While disparities in healthcare access highlight the challenges low-income residents face in Pasadena, similar patterns emerge with gentrification, a force that, while bringing economic growth and revitalization for some, often deepens displacement and hardships for those already living in poverty.
There's a lot of money in Pasadena. They call it old money. but you still have a lot of people who have a heart for those around them. You have many different agencies who have come here to help homeless in Pasadena.
Yeah, I think in both the Pasadena and like the Highland Park area and everywhere in between has become increasingly gentrified over the last 10 years. And everything's just getting more expensive. Groceries are expensive. Going out to eat is expensive.
Talking about the grocery stores, at least, it's very diverse. Like we have like the Erewhons, we have the Gelsons, but we also have the very sustainable, like normal priced grocery stores.
Your best option is the hot bar at Whole Foods, which is like $25 for a small plate, or Erewhon, which is even worse.
And especially after the fires, there's been a lot of drives and donations and free foods being handed out, like warm foods, like things like that, like fresh.
As mentioned, the Eden Fire that rapidly spread through parts of Pasadena in January 2025 left behind a trail of destruction that Pasadena has been steadily rebuilding from. Fueled by powerful Santa Ana winds, the fire burned over 14,000 acres, destroyed thousands of homes and small businesses, and tragically claimed multiple lives. Since then, relief funds like the Pasadena Community Foundation's Eden Fire Recovery Fund have raised millions to support those affected. In a time of overwhelming loss, neighbors become first responders and shared spaces become sources of healing. Whether through a warm meal, a donated backpack, or simply offering a place to stay, the people of Pasadena leaned on one another. What does health and wellness look like in Pasadena? The answer, like the city itself, is layered. It's a place where world-class hospitals stand just blocks from families struggling to access care, where educational opportunity exists, but not always equally, where rising costs threaten to displace longtime residents. But in every corner of this city, across divides of wealth, neighborhood, and background, there's evidence of something powerful. People showing up for one another. From classrooms to clinics, from food banks to fire relief, Pasadena continues to prove that resilience isn't just about recovery, it's about connection. This is Pasadena. A city where light and shadow, a place of duality, yes, but also of strength, care, and community. And that, too, is health.
Pasadena has been resilient.
The Pasadena community is extremely strong, and it should not be messed with.
But I think Pasadena and Altoona have this small community vibe, and everybody is willing to help their neighbor.
Pasadena has always found a way to put together a program to help their citizens.